Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back. And yes, today we're going to be talking about another NBA 2K18 needs to have this in my team type video, where I'm going to be showing you guys a screenshot on the screen, which you can now see. And basically, I'm going to be saying, hey, this should be in the game, and it would be a great idea. I mean, that's pretty simple. I think that's what this series has been about. Most of you probably get that by now. The last one we did, the draft, I think it needs to have a draft mode. I think it also has to have some form of upgrade cards where you can get cards and then upgrade them into better cards. Now, they kind of a couple years ago told us dynamic cards would be like this, and it really wasn't. It was the cards upgrade with how they perform. But I want to get cards that we can upgrade with how we perform with them and how we grind with them and things like that. So that's why we have the career upgrade cards. And this example right here, honestly, again, this card wouldn't go from a ruby to a pink diamond. It would go from like a ruby to then whatever the next tier is, the next tier, and the next tier, and then eventually maybe you could grind for a pink diamond, again, version of that card, which would be pretty cool if they did this for certain players who had various stages throughout their career, like LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan. There's so many players they could do this with, man. And even if the final reward isn't a pink diamond, it would just be nice to be able to grind from like a lower tier version of a card to a better tier. But we're going to talk about what I wrote on the screen. Again, this is very similar to MLB has this, and then they also have a various version of this in, what's it called, Madden, where you can get cards, put them into sets, and upgrade them, and you can also complete objectives by, you know, throwing passing yards, touchdowns, things like that. But checking out the career upgrade cards that I have thought up, and you guys can see players can pull them from packs or buy them from the auction. I like that. I think there also could be versions that maybe are locked in and they can't sell them. Maybe you get them through challenges. That would be pretty cool as well. But the cards are upgraded by completing series of tasks, and I'm sure they could implement this and do a whole bunch of other ways and figure out different ways to upgrade them. But collecting teammates and finishing sets, this would give value to random cards, which is nice because that's one thing that my team had last year and it needs to have this next year is more sets, ways to give random cards value, because the sets are good, but when you just have random silver players that you can't do anything for and they quick sell for 100 and that's all you can do because they don't sell for anything, that's not good. You want players and cards to all have some sort of value when you're opening packs and things like that. So hopefully you could, you know, pick up, you know, Scotty and a whole bunch of other players, and then once you collect them, boom, maybe Jordan upgrades a level or something like that. I don't know. Anything like that I think would be pretty cool, and that actually makes sense too, I feel. But recreating in-game statistic achievements, and that's things like dropping 60 with Kobe or whatever he dropped in the last game. Did he drop 60 or 61? I'm not sure. But, or I don't know, scoring 81 with Kobe or something like that. Like, and it could upgrade him or, you know, total points over a certain series of time. Things like that would be really cool. Triple doubles for Westbrook. I don't even know. There's a lot of things they could do with that, and that would be fun, man, because again, it gives more of a point, more of an objective to just playing the game. You have to also try and do other things, and it makes playing the CPU actually more interesting, I think. But also completing challenges versus the CPU, as I wrote right here. Again, whether it's just, you know, beating different teams, different stages of people's careers, things like that. Teams they had to beat in the playoffs and had to, you know, beat to get to the finals, in the finals. Things like that could be really cool, and they could put a pretty cool spin on it. And, again, I think this is the perfect combination of what makes my team great. Gameplay, awesome cards that can be upgraded to even more awesome cards, and again, you could sell these, buy them on the auction, and I mean, of course they could do some that probably can't be sold, like reward cards, but I think that would be really cool, and again, it rewards the players for playing the game, which would you not want to do? I think that's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on career upgrade cards. I want to do a quick video on this. Let me know what you guys think. Should this be in NBA 2K18, man? Again, this is not an actual thing that's in the game. This is just an idea that I have that I want to put out there. They don't really, they don't really work with me or anything like that. Again, I've said this before, but I mean, they have taken ideas that I've given out and other community members have given out. So maybe they'll use this idea that I made in Photoshop. I don't know. But yeah, maybe even if it doesn't make it in this year's game, it'll make it in next year's game. Which, again, even if it eventually makes it in the game, I think that would be pretty cool because this is something that would be really fun. But yeah, we mocked up these cards based on the pre-order image, and I think they look pretty cool. But I hope you guys did enjoy this quick idea. Let me know what you guys think of it. Would you like to see this, and what players would you like to see it for? I listed a few, but there's so many you could do. And I mean, they could even have it where you could go backwards and just unlock other cards too. where maybe if instead of the card, you know, upgrading and changing to another card, maybe it just unlocks you a totally new card, because that way you could do it, I mean, for players who regressed in their career, and then you have multiple versions of them in different stages and stuff like that. I don't know, but it would be cool. I hope that this comes to my team and maybe is in the works, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, and yeah, peace out, man. More videos coming.